Good afternoon, parents, guardians, family members, friends, and students. Welcome. Bonjour to those that are able to be here today that wouldn't have formally been here because of the French trip. Speaking of, thank you all for accommodating our new date based on our snow day and Mother Nature's winter plans for us. My name is Sarah Reif, the advisor of the National Honor Society and a counselor here at Alexandria Area High School. I welcome you to the 2024 National Honor Society induction ceremony for the class of 2025. A big thank you to all for being here and for those who helped put this ceremony together, including current NHS members, the NHS Executive Board, AAHS staff, custodians, and school administration. This afternoon, we celebrate an outstanding group of students who strongly represent our 4 pillars of the National Honor Society: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Students, you have been accepted into this membership because of both your representation of and commitment to these 4 pillars with your applications and sharing. Here with us today to share about each pillar, as well as what to expect from your NHS experience in more depth, are our current NHS Executive Board members: Olivia Riley, Zach Fredrickson, Ryan Albers, Jalen Miller, and Selby Olson. These members were all voted into this governing body from their senior peers after sharing their strong desire and willingness to lead our group this year. And what a great job they did. After speaking on their pillars, each member will light a candle as a symbol of the pillar's significance.
Good afternoon. My name is Olivia Riley, and I am currently a member of the NHS Executive Board. The first pillar of NHS we will be discussing today, and the topic I'm sure will be the most riveting part of the afternoon, is scholarship, where we get to talk all about academics. Now, I know that talking about academics and grades isn't exactly the most exciting, but what is exciting is that the NHS pillar of scholarship really isn't about that at all. Scholarship is more important than your final report card or your GPA. Many people believe scholarship to be all about lifelong learning, which, although it is true, is very cliche. To me, it's really more about effort. It's about the commitment to optimizing all of the opportunities that come your way, finding the ways that you want to pursue knowledge, and at the end of the day, it's all about the positive impact you want to make. So let's break that down. You want to commit to optimizing all the opportunities presented to you, which very well could be academic, but also could be something else entirely. What that means to me is trying to be a part of as many things as I can. I don't want to stress myself out, but I do want to try new things, meet new people, and soak up as much as I can from all sorts of different experiences. You don't want to stay in your own little comfort bubble. You want to get the most out of what life offers you. You also want to find your own ways to pursue knowledge. Not everything in school is going to be your cup of tea. So that means finding things that truly interest you and that you want to learn more about. That could be in an academic setting, like learning a language, or a part of history you are particularly interested in. But it could also be learning a new sport, reading a fun book, starting a garden, or making art. Everything consists of an opportunity to learn, even if it's finding out you don't like something, or you meet new people and you learn things about them. All of this culminates in the ultimate goal of making a positive impact on yourself, on others, and on communities. Curiosity, effort, and growth are what are going to make a change. And all of those things stem from scholarship. So I now light this candle to illuminate your path of scholarship.
Whenever I hear the saying, "I was born to be a leader," my initial thought is, really? For me, I know I wasn't a natural born leader. I've become a leader over time by continuing to put myself in places to lead into success, getting outside of my comfort zone and reaching for various ways in which I can lead. Being a part of NHS, no matter your role, means that you're a student leader. Whenever you push yourself to become that leader is up to you, and whether you successfully lead or not is also up to you. However, it's important we take every opportunity like NHS to continue to forward our ability to lead. My name is Ryan Elpers, and as one of the 5 members of the NHS Executive Board of Officers, it has been an incredible experience leading my fellow peers. Being a member of this chapter means you're called to enact upon the NHS pillars. And partaking in NHS will prompt you with many opportunities to lead, and it's important you take every opportunity to continue to grow your skills as a leader. Now, as a leader, one of the things that you can do is take initiative. So as you begin your journey tonight, think about your initiative. How can you, as an NHS member, proactively seek opportunities to make a difference at our school and in our community? By taking initiative, you demonstrate commitment and service to your ability to make positive change. However, being a leader through NHS isn't just about taking responsibility and initiative. It's about inspiring and empowering others with action. One of my dad's old history posters had famous quotes from US presidents, and when looking at it just recently, I recognized a famous quote. Former US President John F. Kennedy once said, "Leadership and learning are indispensable to each other." Let NHS guide you in the skill of being a leader while also continuing to enhance your impacts. NHS is a small stepping block to an incredible longevity of skilled and strong-willed leaders who will make an impact on our community and communities around the world for the years to come. As these future members begin their journey into the National Honor Society, let's remember that leadership is not just a goal to achieve, it's a lifelong commitment. Like NHS, it's about making a positive impact, no matter how small. I now light this candle to illuminate your path of leadership.
Good afternoon, everybody. As with my peers, I'm coming up here to speak as a member of the Executive Board of the Alexandria Area High School National Honor Society. So Mrs. Reif asked me to speak for a little while about the service portion of participation in the National Honor Society. So for the past 4 or 5 weeks, I've been thinking about what I wanted to say about service. Now, of course, that inspiration hit about 3 days before I needed to give this speech this past Friday when I was having a conversation with my philosophy teacher, Jessica Chipman. We were having a conversation about some fears that I was having surrounding moving forward into college. I was worried about whether or not I was going to make the right decision about what college I'm going to attend, what I'm going to study, and whether or not I was prepared to make the decisions that I am expected to be making. And then she asked me what I think is a pretty good question. Do you think it is more important to learn about the world or to learn about yourself? I think it's both. It is challenging for folks our age to find a balance between learning more about the world around us while also making sure not to leave ourselves behind in the process. In my experience, it is pretty rare to find a way to spend your time where you're able to learn about both in a very natural way. Giving service to your community through the National Honor Society is a way for you to get out of your comfort zone a little bit and interact with all sorts of people in many different ways and in many different places. You will learn how to connect with people, to collaborate with others, to put the needs of a stranger in front of your own. Sure, that looks great on a college application, but it's so much more than that. Following the ceremony, I encourage you to try not to look at these expected hours, you know the thing. You have hours to put in. But not as a task to be hurdled, but as an opportunity to continue learning and growing into the adult that you want to be. I now light this candle to illuminate your path of service.
Hello everyone, my name is Jalen Miller, and this past year I've also had the opportunity to be on the executive board for NHS. The final pillar of the National Honor Society is character, and I would like to take a few minutes to share a couple of words with character. So, Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "People grow through experience if they meet life honestly and courageously." This is how character is built. The fact that you are all in this room shows that you are committed to your personal growth, but I still want to emphasize the importance of character, because it isn't just something that you can focus on for a little while and then forget. Your character impacts your school, your sports, your reputation among peers. It impacts your future career, your relationships, and your chance for success. So without any exaggeration, your character impacts the direction of your life. Now, with that in mind, I want to share with you that character is completely under your control. Character isn't something that is discovered, it is forged. In high school, many students are in the process of learning exactly who they are, but many make the mistake of thinking that if they wait around, eventually they will realize who they are if they just give it time. In reality, you get to choose the person that you want to be, and you also get to choose how you want to act. So, while you're still in high school, it's important that you focus on this, because the decisions that you make today will impact the person that you become tomorrow. From my personal experience, I can tell you that NHS will give you many opportunities to build your character. You will establish habits of acting respectably, volunteering for service, prioritizing your scholarship, and becoming a leader. And as you build those habits in NHS, they will lead you into your next chapter of life as well. The National Honor Society defines character as a trait that lies not in public acts of virtue or visible mistakes, but in the consistent commitment to ethical and compassionate decision-making that positively affects both oneself and others. So if I asked you what pops into your head when you hear the word character, I would hope that you would think of things like discipline, integrity, leadership, and respect. But what I hope you truly take away from what I've said tonight is that character is simply about the decisions that you make. I want to congratulate you all for demonstrating remarkable character and being accepted into NHS. I also encourage you all to continue to grow from your experiences and meet life honestly and courageously. I now light this candle to illuminate your path of character.
Hello, my name is Selby Olson, and I am the fifth and final National Honor Society Executive Board members. What I value most from my experiences in this organization this past year are the new perspectives and opinions that I encountered not only in volunteering, but in my fellow members. Each one of you on stage tonight should be proud that you were chosen to be part of the impact and experience of the National Honor Society. Being a part of this chapter is a high honor, but that also comes with a standard that you need to uphold. As a member, you are called upon to strengthen the impact this chapter can make, not only during meetings and activities, but throughout all aspects of your life, continually upholding its four pillars of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. As I reflect on my years serving in the NHS, what sticks out to me most is the high regard of our service in the community. Each time I volunteered, people were extremely appreciative of the simple service that we had done. More importantly, they were proud of our dedication to making a difference in the community as high school students. You will look back at your high school experience in 10, 20, or 30 years and remember the times that others went out of their way to check on you, serve you, and support you. I think that this is really what the National Honor Society impact is all about. How can you make that memory for someone else? How can you add to the positive impact of our chapter? What will be your mark on your fellow classmates and beyond that, your community members? Go to every opportunity you have with a smile on your face and the four pillars of the National Honor Society at the forefront of your mind. These experiences will teach you what it means to be a compassionate and responsible member of society. Above all else, remember that the National Honor Society is not all about volunteering. It is about empowering you to become lifelong leaders in everything you do. In the next year, I encourage you to push yourself to find new ways to grow as an individual, as the activities that you will do in NHS are the perfect opportunity. What you do now, especially in your upcoming senior year, to learn new life skills will carry over into the next chapters of your life. You have a lot of life to live outside this building and these 4 years of high school. You will fail, face challenges, question the path you're on multiple times, meet new people, succeed, and make the best memories of your life. Your future is uncertain. One thing that I can guarantee you is that the values that are upheld through the National Honor Society will be present in every chapter of your life. You will remember the impact you made, but more importantly, the lessons that you learned through the NHS experience. They will prove to be valuable at every stage of your life. In conclusion, the National Honor Society is not just another club here at our school. It represents so much more: excellence, integrity, and service. The importance of our community impact is what makes this organization so special. I ask you to go out and be a proud member of NHS, but humble in the service that you do, because after all, that is what builds character and leadership.
First of all, let's hear it for those executive board members and all of those wonderful words of wisdom. I was looking out into the student section and they were very well aware and listening, so nice work. Now we complete the process of induction. Each year, new members of the National Honor Society sign their names in our record book as a symbol of their commitment to growing as individuals and serving their community through NHS. The Alexandria chapter of this prestigious organization has a record of all new members dating back to 1933. Tonight, we add your names. Each student being inducted is not only invited based on an excellent academic record, but also accepted by a faculty panel based on applications outlining past experiences with the 4 pillars of NHS, as well as hope for growth and future commitment to those principles. Today, we celebrate all of these accomplishments. Students, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your certificate and then add your name to our record of this time-honored tradition.
Elias Arnold.
Olivia Aker.
Sam Anderson.
Zach Anderson.
Otto Anderson.
Savannah Aring.
Jenna Bartoszewski.
Eric Bergerson.
Eliza Bernards.
Dylan Bach.
Rachel Bowen.
Abigail Bro.
Grace Bouyer.
Tatiana Cantwell.
Maxwell Chin.
Kira Christensen.
Nicholas Cook.
Owen Coral.
Julia Doherty.
Paisley Doomer.
Brenna Egerbrotten.
Autumn Ellert,
Eva Eisel,
Kennedy Ellingson,
Abigail Faber,
Lucas Fernholz,
Andrew Fleming,
Maya Fugelstead,
Mason Gorguber,
Dylan Gray,
Caroline Gross,
Addison Galbranson,
Annika Galbranson,
Allie Hobla,
Carson Haberstead,
Samson Hegstrom,
Caitlin Henning,
Mac Height,
Dasha Hone,
Adriana Huvendick,
Daniel Jackson,
Aubrey Johnson,
Kira Jilke,
Lawton Kettleson,
Nyla Klein, Finley Clemenhagen,
Natalie Klimick,
Evan Clute,
Lane Conklin,
Catherine Carenta,
Allison Kraske,
Carter Cool,
Evelyn Kunow,
Carver Larson,
Hannah Larson,
Brooke Liegeld,
Lane Limecool,
Ava Leiden,
Macy Lino,
Alexis Lusbrock,
Madison Lynch,
Camry Miller,
Matthew Moga,
Rachel Moore,
Austin Moore,
Trey Negan,
Shayla Nelson,
Jacob Nicholson,
Zella Nutzelman,
Faith Odland,
Lydia Oldenkamp,
Emily Olson,
Dane Olson,
Grace Opp,
Brooke Overland,
Emma Paulson,
Mallory Rather,
Emma Ramsdorf,
Lauren Revering,
Zachary Richards,
Alexa Roloff,
Katea Roquette,
Michaela Roski,
Addison Rossum,
Cooper Running,
Ellen Stanstead,
Gavin Sayre,
Kaya Schneider,
Chloe Shaw,
Nat Schoenberg,
Madison Schwartz,
Hunter Salnow,
Grace Sherson,
Ashton Slaydick,
Aubrielle Steffen,
Samantha Swensrud,
Regan Tachi,
Caitlin Theory,
Brett Thornburg,
Hadley Toole,
Taylor Treat,
Grace Erkey,
Ramiro Villanueva,
Ashlyn Violet,
Hayden Wallace,
Michael Walswick,
Grace Westerberg.
Emily Whitty.
This next part is what I think the students were most excited about when I told them we were going to do this together. So once everybody is seated after signing the book, in a book that again is from 1933, we together will recite the National Honor Society Pledge. At this time, I ask all newly inducted NHS members of the class of 2025 to please rise and recite the National Honor Society Pledge together. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the Alexandria Area High School chapter of the National Honor Society. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Thank you all so much for joining us this afternoon. Please join us for refreshments in the Commons following the recessional of this fine group. All follow the escorts out.